Brain does not serve well currently, but I believe so.
There you go.
Well, same rules apply if you go to any of our other establishments. Try not to start any conflicts or any fights. And stay out of the performer room in the far left corner. Upstairs past the double doors. Lounge area, feel free to check that out. Just don't go in the area that's marked staff only.
Right.
Enjoy yourself.
Have a good evening. Hello.
What can I get for you today?
I have a inquiry. Is my voice too much to handle tonight?
Your voice is fine.
Thank you. Me.
Come here.
How may I assist you?
For 150 credits. This one doesn't even have a mouth. Do you have any intake valves or something?
Not that I know of.
That is unfortunate.
Indeed, I must contact my mechanic. Perhaps we can get that settled.
Well, I just want to see what happens if someone comes in contact with the thing from outer space over there. Like the color outer space or whatever it's called.
I think I know one individual that's crazy enough to do that.
Which one? Tell me.
Scaly.
Oh, the Pokemon. That one.
The gelatinous being on the first floor.
That's correct. I want
One
someone to go
moment.
and lick that.
Excuse me. Do you talk?
Yes.
Well, that is rather interesting. Do you mind if I gather a sample?
Sure, 1 second. Before you gather one, what are you using this for?
Research.
What kind of research? Because I've had some pretty bad experiences with people that wanted to gather a sample.
All I will be doing is putting this finger within your being for around 5 seconds. That is all I will be doing.
Alright, you're probably gonna need something a bit sharper because mine's more solid than it is liquid.
Well, that does not appear to be solid, but we will see how that goes throughout the night. But there are no weapons in this facility, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to gather a sample.
Here, I'll just,
He goes ahead to produce a small bubble in his hands and then just kind of show it to you.
that should be enough, right?
Indeed. Thank you. I'm sure we will see each other throughout the night.
Of course, just please don't swallow it since it's asked someone is acidic.
I do not have a mouth.
Just making sure. I've had trouble with people like
You should avoid those individuals.
You can see their eyes through walls, apparently.
I have a sample
Oh
of
my
the
God.
gelatinous ooze,
It is, as I've heard
You have
some
a
humans
sample?
say,
and his hand is an orb. Quite viscous, isn't it? You seem to be having fun.
This is actually really fun. Thank you for this gift. You want to play with it?
Yes.
So it's getting everywhere. Quick! Someone do something!
Why are you wiping it on everyone? How is there more of it now?
This did not go according to plan!
What have you done?
roll it into one ball.
You will now need to get a janitor. Or whatever the facility uses as cleaning staff. Do not wipe that on me. Do not wipe this on me. Excuse me. Why did you wipe? Why did you wipe that on me?
Brave soul! This is for science!
Indeed, for science.
You there, Catman. I have another experiment for you. Come here.
No.
Yes. How do they say it in your language?
Their experiments seem to be harmless.
You get back here!
Excuse me, miss. Are you patronizing other guests?
No. You want some slime? You want some slime?
I fear I've made a mistake.
I dare you to
What
lick
kind of
this for
slime?
100 I dare you to lick this for 150 credits. We got it from that one guy down there.
One guy.
150, come on. Come on.
If I may prove warning, he did say it was acidic to organic life beings.
Does this look organic to you?
Hey, hang
It
on.
looks mostly shadow.
Come on, come on, come on, I know you want.
They have hot chocolate.
He'll take it in his hand.
You
Alright.
just now realized.
It is now your problem, as they say.
Finally off my hands. Why don't you lick the thing? I didn't even taste you yet.
How are we doing?
I'm doing what you would consider fine.
And what would you consider it?
Gathering information.
Oh.
At least that is what I believe I am
Not
doing.
much information I could. Not much information I could provide, but if you ever need anything, just ask.
What information may you give?
Tell you what it's like on a ship. Pretty much.
On a ship? Are we talking airship?
Yeah.
Sailing ship? Romance? Hmm. Yes.
Pirate ship.
Good night. Sir. Apologies, I needed to take a call. Could you repeat what you said?
You're fine. Pirate ship.
A pirate ship. So... You are part of an organization that sails a body of water known as the ocean to procure gold and other precious minerals from innocent bystanders.
Well, was. Not anymore. Been out of that group for quite a while. Plus, we mainly only stole from the rich assholes who stole from the less fortunate.
So it was a Robin Hood situation.
Who's that?
Databank unclear.
Well, I mean, if they generally went through not so legal means to take from the rich and buy shit with it, then sure.
I have updated my archives. What's your name?
Echo.
Echo.
You know,
It is a pleasure to meet you.
you too. What are you called?
My name is Aaron.
Aaron?
Indeed. I believe it.
Aaron, it's Aaron.
I believe it stood for something. I do not remember.
You know the irony of a memory bank that doesn't remember their own name?
Unfortunately, yes.
It's one hell of a thing.
It has proved rather unfortunate.
Well, I definitely bet so.
I need more information to appear
How long
more
have you been living
human.
here, Aaron?
I believe today is my first day.
Oh. What can you drink?
I do not have a mouth.
I don't know. I've asked. I've seen robots that started drinking, and I asked them how, and they all had different answers. So.
This is
I
a
always
face
ask.
shield.
Oh. What is it shielding?
I believe it was designed to shield against aggressive action, such as bullets or any other ballistic equipment. Again, I do not know. I have been awake for a week. Past that,
Well,
my databanks are unclear.
to be honest, that could mean any number of things. Could mean that you were part of some sort of government thing, or it could mean that you were part of some not so legal thing.
Like a pirate.
I don't know how much use a pirate would have for a data bank, but I don't know.
You never know.
I've been out of the game for a while. Hi, Leo.
Echo. Hello there. Greetings, gentlemen.
Greetings.
As Aaron.
Oh,
Excuse me, I'm...
Apparently trying to collect information to seem more human.
information for what exactly?
Anything and everything you
With
anything
that
and
big
everything
fat
that
butt.
they would want.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Someone willing to hear
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
about pirates.
But humans?
It has been rather interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I can share about them is that they are creatures that love to kill each other for teeny things.
That I am very well aware of.
Cloudy.
And who might you be?
Halen! Not
You-
Clowney. Greetings, I'm Halen Harpoon.
Hello, Halen Harpoon. My name is
Friend of
Aaron.
Hell.
Hello.
Aaron, I'm
Hello,
Fel.
Aaron.
Hello.
Don't worry, I'll forget your name again. You can guarantee
Thank
that.
you. Honestly, I forgot your name too.
I forget everyone's
Aaron?
name.
Wow.
What's your name? You have to, you know, I mean...
Yes, you have to give us your
How'd you expect
name.
us to remember if you don't tell us?
I told him. It's
I
Echo.
forgot. I already told you, and I'm a she.
You are a what?
Okay.
I'm female.
Interesting.
I will try to remember that. But I have shitty,
Yes,
I have
please
shitty
do.
memory.
It's okay.
You are now registered as a she.
Thank you. Have you ever met a clown before,
I
Aaron?
try not to stare at people who have glowing eyes.
Even I have been aware for a week. No, I have not.
Oh, you're in for a treat. We're quite the time.
I mean,
A lot of people are afraid of us for some reason.
I do not understand why. There's nothing threatening about your appearance.
Well, you know,
Except for my teeth.
it's just they're so attractive.
Indeed.
All these glowing eyes.
What a glowing smile.
Thank you.
Like, you can see in the dark, or they're lurking in the dark.
I'm gonna leave you here for a few moments, Bella. I'll come back and get you in a bit, alright?
Okay, take care.
Enjoy yourself. I'll be right back.
Hey, my dwarven friend, how we doing?
Is the dwarf a regular here?
Yep. How you doing, Dorfin?
Mine glow a lot when I channel the magic.
I've just begun, how about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same.
I shall be around. Hello.
You have a good Aaron.
Got it.
Oh, automaton, yes?
Unclear.
Hi, I'm Sal.
Are you wearing a suit of armor, or are you automaton, robotic, synthetic? It goes by different names.
I am aware that I am a synthetic.
Oh, I got it right this time, what do you know?
We've been doing that.
I'll drink to that.
Drink, relax.
Good for
Game I
you.
play around the facility. This is a little game I play around the facility here. I guess and see if they're automaton or wearing a very fancy piece of armor.
I am pure 100% synthetic.
Aye.
However, I am only 30% real in robotics.
The magical.
70% real in robotics. 70% unclear.
That's more genetics. I don't make the items that do that. I can make items.
Looks like you have a bit of mystery in your hands then.
Indeed, which is why I am searching for information.
Well, I suppose this is the best place to find it.
I could be
I mean, there's plenty of interesting sorts that come by.
I don't fucking...
Exactly. For example, that orb over there is made out of physical viscous acidic goo. He is a very interesting individual.
I'll probably speak to him when I have a few more pints in me. Bit too early for that, if you know what I mean.
More than my eyes.
I do not know what you mean.
My old sensei called me Christmas tree.
Oh, I wonder how it is not being able to drink alcohol. Must be dreadful.
Mine only, as I mentioned, glow when I use my magic.
I do not have a mouth.
Never really looked into
I cannot imbibe anything.
Heard of the targeting?
Well,
so when you channel the magic to be able to direct it,
I'll drink for you then. It's the least I could do.
Thank you, I guess.
Magic. Yeah, the magic's flying through the eye, and that's getting a receiving end.
Have a good night, dwarf.
Okay.
Oh, you as well, I never caught your name.
My name is Aaron.
Oh, no,
Aaron.
I don't mess with any of that.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Eurist. Eurist Lokutu.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Yoris.
This is your first time here. I don't think I've seen you before.
Indeed, it is my first day at the Purple Lotus.
Usually comes with this prices.
Oh, well, hope to see you again. You're a charming sort, if a bit blunt.
I'm sure I will be here around. Again, excuse me.
I guess that's what it seems.
I am still being worked on.
oh, look at you, gorgeous.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It seems there are more people at the entrance.
It's about time people start filtering in. You have to give it about 20-30 minutes or
How
so.
you doing today, sweetheart?
That is good to know.
Not too bad.
you gotta be careful, but if you see a bunch of people towards the end of the night, there might be a fight going on. But be careful. Choose your time to leave wisely if you're not in the brawling lifestyle.
I think I will be fine, but thank you for the warning.
Hi.
I've heard it.
A lot of people are capable here, but not for the violence for some reason, so I just wanted to give you the warning. But you look of sturdy craftsmanship, so it looks like you'll be okay.
Thank you. Your armor Excuse me. Your armor appears to be sturdy and well crafted.
In craftsmanship.
I heard that one night they had a firefight in the front.
It's only simple steel, but it's the finest crafted steel you'll ever see, my friend.
Well, it is a pleasure to see such fine craftsmanship.
Aye.
I find that if you keep staring in that direction, your brain seems to adapt to the flux as people...
I can only imagine you being made in dwarven hands. You're a sight now, but what a sight then would be.
Indeed. Perhaps with the gilded pattern all around your helmet and your pauldrons, I might look more engaging.
I mean...
Sturdier, anyway.
I believe I was built for agile rather than sturdy.
They both have their place, I suppose. I mean,
Indeed.
a dwarf has to be agile as well in combat. So,
How is a dwarf agile with these short limbs?
you'd be surprised. Have you ever seen a bear move swiftly?
What is a bear?
Oh dear, you have much to learn.
Indeed.
Oh, it's a woodland creature. Very, very large. A bit stocky, kind of like myself. Quite large.
Would you say that you are a bear?
I wouldn't say I'm a bear, no. A bit more sophisticated than that. Those tables over there, it's about 2 tables tall. At least the ones where I'm from.
That is...
Large, they walk on 4 limbs.
Where are you from to have such interesting creatures?
Aye. They have large jaws and very nasty teeth. Typically peaceful, but if you disturb some of their young, they'll come after you.
Is that a bear?
But they're quite fast. Which one?
The large one, at the entrance. The one who just dabbed.
Yes. It's a bear man, but a bear nonetheless. Imagine that, but on 4 legs and could not talk and much more violent.
Where are you from to have such interesting and violent creatures?
Oh, I'm from Oradashi. I'm a bit of a ways out yonder. Dwarven lands at that point.
Indeed. There must be many mountains.
Many mountains, many fortresses.
Good.
That was the very apt description of a bear. What was that?
Trying to get the name correct. Good.
Hello.
You're one of the
Getting
first.
better at it.
Yes.
Try to make
You look like an odd creature.
remember names who I interacted with several times.
Me too, but the dwarven mind is a bit too far gone at this point. I do my best though.
Yeah. I mean, you've been remembering my name, so I can only, I gotta return the
Are you worried about your drink walking off on you?
What have you been since last I saw you?
Oh, that is rather odd. I do not see it has any legs.
Trouble yesterday, but things worked themselves out. At least my arm didn't get messed up.
Perhaps this handle will detach and it will drag itself away. You must keep a close eye on this. Thank you. I do not know what this is, but I do appreciate it.
No, I have no familiar faces either.
They say I'm one of them, but
'Cause I heard that there was some group
Can I ask?
or whatever that was...
I do not have a mouth.
I'm gonna meet some more of my friends. I'll be right back.
I appreciate the gesture.
The strangest
It's
thing
a
I've
very
seen.
long story.
Now I must go walk around.
First time in apocalyptic.
Shit today.
I'm sure I will see you around later.
Strangest thing I've seen.
I try to do training as often as I can.
Well, shit. I may need to reduce. Hello, I'm a furry. I'm sorry if I'm not really responding to chat right now.
I was just taking a moment to catch my breath, you know. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, stranger.
Greetings. There are a lot of people here.
Yeah, you get used to it. You don't. Saturdays are the most packed. You manage. I'm managing right now, if you can't tell.
I would imagine that Saturdays are the most packed, as most people are away from work and other responsibilities.
Funny thing about that, I'm technically on work right now, but I'm taking a quick break, if you will.
What is your job?
Well, no one notices, you know.
What is your job?
Oh, I work as like an engineer for the Royal Golden Navy. We're in a time of peace right now, no war machines needing to be built or anything, so usually I just work on transportation, work on vehicles and the like, and sometimes I get dragged along on an expedition I don't want to go on, which is what is happening right now, actually.
So that is why you are being lazy.
Why I'm technically...
So that is why you are being lazy.
I wouldn't say I'm being lazy, you know? I work quite hard at my job, actually. It's just, you know, I have a lot of friends here, and I've been so busy I haven't had the time to really catch up with them, per se. So, I figured I could get away with getting here.
Is she one of them?
A little while. Yeah, this is Kate. We're good friends.
Hello. What sort of information may you give me? I'm here seeking information.
Information? Like, what kind of information?
Information to appear more human.
Oh, Geez, that is a little bit of a tough question. Kate, maybe help me out here. I think this synth is wondering how to. They're seeking information that's like how to appear more human. You say?
How to act more human. Indeed.
Act more human.
You do seem to have a bear behind you. I've heard they are very dangerous creatures.
He is a panda bear.
Yeah, that's great advice.
Excuse me? I did not hear you.
How to become more human? Step number 1, stop caring.
Stop caring.
Step number 2, not important to you, stop caring.
So step number 1 is to stop caring.
Yeah, terrible explanation. That's what the panda said.
Information received.
Like whether you like it.
Stopping caring. You shut up.
Start caring again. Start caring again, please.
Like, Synths tend to take orders literally. Especially when they are less human like him.
Is there an on switch?
Booting. Booting.
Activate is my voice. Oh, okay, there we go.
I have tried to stop caring. It did not work.
Interesting. That's awfully human of you, actually.
So step 1 worked.
Say again?
So step 1 worked.
I suppose? Sorry, well, do you have an emotional processor?
Scanning body. I believe it is damaged.
Well, that's a good start. Get that fixed.
I will communicate with my mechanic to get that fixed.
Yeah,
Emotions might come today. He could help with that.
Excuse me?
Oh, I was saying, yeah, emotions are a very important part about being human. So if you can get your hands on one of these emotional processors, that'll help a lot in the long run.
I have only been aware for a week. Anything past that is blank.
A week? Another new one. Let's get along with Sam.
Excuse me, I appear to be lagging.
Man, they seem to a lot of them get built very quickly. Hi. Okay.
Hello? Alright, we're back. Excellent. Alright, yeah.
Alright, yeah, we're back. Excellent. Sorry, folks. There's a bit of technical difficulties, as VR chat tends to do. We'll get back to the roleplay momentarily. Alright. One moment. One moment. The flux needs to settle first. Right. Hello.
Fluxed out, I'm guessing.
Correct.
If I could have a wrist to put the bracelet back on. Does it scanner pick up anything new? Or...
Other than the metal of my chassis? No.
Good. Please introduce me.
Fluxing out is annoying. Excuse me, I seem to have fluxed away.
Yeah,
I have returned.
I'm glad you're still okay. That was terrifying, honestly, from my perspective.
This has happened.
More terrifying from yours.
This has happened several times. This is annoying.
Oh, that's... yeah, maybe it's just because, so many people are here. It might be like too many metaverses are colliding.
It is quite the headache. Inquiry. Does my voice sound like his?
Yeah, you both have, that, I guess you could say traditional synth voice?
Excellent. This being defies all scientific knowledge.
Pretend that doesn't exist.
Understandable.
You said your emotional processor was damaged, right?
Correct. By what, I do not know.
Oh, this is someone that can help you.
Hello!
Hello. And who might you be?
Hello, I am Trailblazer T2 Edition, and I do repairs as well as conversations. But in your case, I guess it would be repairs. That would be...
My chassis has it has an internal shield. It will be very hard to get at the components unless you know the code. I do not know the code.
Then technically...
It has been lost. It has been lost from my databanks. Only one knows it. The
Usually around... Are they an ally of yours at the moment?
negative. They are the CEO and sole proprietor of Rayleigh Robotics.
And I'm guessing you're no longer affiliated.
That is where I return. I am simply here on a social visit as well as gathering research. If I am told or remember my code, I will be sure to tell you.
Well, I was going to say, if you're not under your corporation, if you were wanting it for your only, I would have been able to try to assist.
Perhaps in the future.
Maybe so. Hopefully you get that code.
Precisely. Either way, I am here right now, and I cannot get that figured out, as you would say, right now.
It'll hopefully come with time, maybe, as all things do.
Trailblazers, meet Jim. I tried to help me.
If you would excuse me, I will be walking around, but I will be seeing some of the other sites.
Yeah, take in the scenes, not this scene, take in other scenes. Maybe observe some humans, that might help you figure out how to act more human.
Precisely. The information I have gathered from you means being human is doing this a lot while I'm talking.
Yeah, some humans do that. That's, it's called, being expressive.
Being expressive.
I guess I am very expressive. Yeah.
Databank is archived. What are we doing?
You're raising your hand in the air.
Why?
Just keep walking. Read the line, Panda.
When in Rome, as they say. I do not know why I am doing this. I am attempting to act more human by blending in with the crowd.
Oh, I wish Andy's here. She would love this.
Yes.
Excuse me, I must turn off something in my internal processor.
I guess this is one of acting human. Lend me your energy.
Assuming the position.
This is the panda.
Yeah, this is the panda.
The panda dance.
Okay. Hands up if you want to pay me $5. Okay, thank you, thank you. And $5, please.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, look.
Put your hands up before the guy gets
$5, please.
Yeah, I'm He's trying to get $5 right
Got it. $5, please. Your hands are up. Your hands are up. Your hands are up. $5. Everybody let their hands up. $5, please.
I only know what gold is.
5 gold, please.
So the hands are like this, right? I'm back.
Your hands are technically still up. Now they are not. What is happening?
This is one of the
Internal processors breaking.
we join in group activities for no discernible reason.
Internal processors overheating.
It's a long process. I can hear your voice starting to glitch out, but it's fine. You'll process it in due time. I'm still processing it. I think it's stopping now.
It does seem like they are stopping.
Thank goodness for that. My arms were starting to get
You were not even holding your arms up.
I was actually. But then some people told me to put them back down, so I did.
I put my arms down because I did not want to spend credits.
Yeah, exactly. Someone told me about that. I was like, I don't lose money.
You appear to be like me, but more sharp.
But I can't stop, and I won't stop. I can keep doing this.
Yes. Say that again.
You appear to be like me, but more sharp and angled.
Yes, you could say that. Are you a synthetic?
In a sense, so I have been told. I am trying to learn how to become more human. I have been told to not care. I have tried doing that. It shut down my internal core, so that did not work.
Well, when it comes to being a synthetic that is more human, I guess I'd be at the top. I was specifically programmed to be human.
You were programmed to be human. It does not look like you do not appear to be human.
Yes, no. The body certainly does not suit the mind, but the project that I was made for was to see how far we could replicate a human mind. And well, I'm the product.
It looks like you have magnificent engineering. Whoever worked on you must have taken pride in his work.
Yes, well, whoever they are, sadly, I never met my creators. I was sent right out into the field for combat.
That is something we share. I do not know where I came from. Excuse me. I was only aware 1 week ago. However, I do know that I was built before that, but my memory banks have been deleted or have been cleared.
Something many synthetics deal with is not kind. I've met other synthetics who have shared the same issue. Their memories wiped, gone in an instant.
Do not try to tickle me.
No, I was talking about them.
I bet they are ticklish.
Yeah, apparently that one was tickling that one.
Interesting.
A synthetic being ticklish.
You learn something new every day.
Yes, I've never met a synthetic that's
I believe
ticklish.
that part of my internal processor is damaged. Just like my emotional processor.
Oh, sorry to hear that, my friend. There are many skilled craftsmen here. I bet they could help you with that.
Unfortunately, I have an internal shield for which is coded. By a code I do not know. That is part of the reason why I am searching for information. Perhaps it is to jog my memory.
Yes. Well, let's see. Things that could help jog your memory. Where were you when you, came?
In a crash site.
A crash site?
Correct. I was dragged from that crash site from the CEO and sole proprietor of Raylan Robotics.
So you came from outer space.
I am 30% Raylan Robotics and 70% unclear.
You are very unique, my friend. So they don't even know what kind of metal you are.
I'm sure there is metal similar to this metal on this planet. After all, have you seen the buildings?
Yes. Oh, my friend. I mean, I'm trying to think.
Do you have any advice on to be more human?
Advice on being more human. Well, let's see. You say your emotions are damaged, yes?
Correct. As are many other vital components. But I am functional.
Yes. Well, emotions are very important. They help a person feel, they help a person grow. So I believe being able to fix your emotions would greatly help. Becoming more human. What else?
I have been told that before. By the individual who told me that step 1 was to stop caring.
Stop caring. I have also been told that to stop caring. I've been told not to question things. And I've learned that much. That it's good just to sometimes not question things, as I've been here many much.
I am also learning that piece of information.
Yes. I've actually been in solitude for about 30 years, so everything else here is very new to me. I've never seen much of this things, as I've been here many much.
Individuals such as those. Apologies. My visual processors lagged a bit.
Oh no, that's fine. I've also been hit by those recently.
Yes, it is quite headache-inducing, as I have been told.
Yes, last night all of my audio sensors deactivated. It's very strange.
You should get that looked at.
Yes.
How are your audio sensors
Back on
today?
top. Oh yes, much better. It was a weird flash. It happened for a couple minutes and then it went away, but everything seems to be fine now.
What an odd occurrence. I hope it does not happen again.
I hope it doesn't either, my friend. I don't believe I ever caught your name. Actually.
My name is Aaron. What is yours?
Aaron. My name is Graham. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Your name is logged in my databanks as Graham.
Yes.
It is nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you too, Aaron. Now then, on the topic of becoming more human, I do believe having emotions is a very big factor, but we're much more.
Is having emotions essential to human life?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, it helps you feel sadness and happiness.
It is interesting that you opened with a negative emotion. Are you okay?
I've lived very long, my friend. I've seen much, and it's begun to take a toll on me.
That is a negative response. I hope that your emotion sensor can be replaced, so you may experience positive emotion.
Yes. Like I was saying about emotions, certain memories can be attached to certain emotions. You may feel happy thinking about something. You may feel sad remembering something. Or you may experience talking to a person, be overcome with joy. Emotions are so important to what makes a living being, well, whole.
Being whole, I am unfamiliar with the concept. After all, there is air within my chassis for my components.
Whole as in a feeling of being complete, as if your heart is filled. Though I believe we synthetics don't really have hearts, so
I believe we have
can't really
processors.
feel them. Yes. It helps fill the processor, if that's the best way to explain it. It
Interesting.
allows so much more growth and experiences that you may never have if you do not wield your emotions yourself, my friend.
I will keep this in mind. Excuse me, my battery is low. I must return to Raylan Robotics.
Oh yes, of course. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. Excuse me.
Yes.
I will be departing for this evening.
You can take your bracelets in. There you go. And if you have a ticket for any items, you can pick some.
I have everything I need on my person.
That's very well. Then, please enjoy your evening.
Have a nice evening. Okay. He's done. I'm gonna be on little buddy Theodore. Alright, hold on. Where is this one? There's this one.
Clean. Hello, hello. Alright, excellent. Hey. Is my voice not robotic? Is my voice not robotic? Just double checking. Excellent, thank you. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Blue light scans you. Any weapons items consumed?
The scanner... That is rather an interesting way to put that, but no, I do not.
Very good. May I have your wrist?
There we are. This is my second time here, and it seems to be more popular than the last.
Yes, it is. Please enjoy your evening.
I need to go put my cloak into the coat check.
Then, yes, if you want to, go over there and get a ticket for it.
Thank you. Hello. Good evening.
Can I help you? Hello there.
I would like to put my cloak within the coat check, please.
Oh, your coat, certainly.
Oh, sure.
Okay,
Here,
I'll take it.
here's a ticket for your coat, and I'll take it.
Thank you.
That's the second person ever to do that. Awesome. Hey, if you
All
can
right.
hear me, I approve of you.
Do take care of that, please. Let us...
Stand up together.
Excuse me, may I have a catnip, please?
Oh, can you repeat that? I'm sorry. What would you like?
May I please have a catnip?
Oh,
I had it the first time I was here, and it was quite very nice to start the evening.
Okay. There'll be 16 credits, please.
I keep seeing something out of the corner of my eye. It's driving me crazy.
Here you are.
Alright, thank you very much. Okay, I'll be right back with your drink.
Thank you.
Alright, here you go, sir. Your catnip. We're using extra clear glasses tonight.
Oh, that is rather
Sorry, Captain,
interesting.
here in front of you.
Of course. Thank you.
Your toast, of course.
Enjoy your drink.
Good evening.
Hello.
My goodness, there seems to be a lot of people here tonight. Is that a pickle? My goodness. Hello, I am currently I'm not really gonna be paying attention to chat tonight. Good evening, Graham.
Oh, Theodore, hello. Let's get off the stairs for a second.
Indeed.
Hello. Pleasure
Hello.
again, my friend. How are you?
The pleasure is mine. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Oh. I'm doing quite fine, my friend. It's been
Well, that is good to hear.
not that much of an eventful night, but it has been fine so far.
Oh, that is good to hear. Perhaps things will pick up. There seems to be a lot of people here. It's surprising that there's not been any events.
Oh, yes, yes.
I mean, other than this being an event in itself. He has a cat. He has a catnip.
Line earlier.
A dance line.
Huh?
He has a catnip as a hand. A dance line, you say?
Oh.
Well, that must have been rather interesting to see.
Yes, it was all around that panda fella back there.
The panda? The one on the floor?
Yes, it was all followed by that one.
Well, that was quite odd, I must say. Rather interesting.
By the way.
Perhaps we should get away from the stairs.
That'll be much better.
I believe you are saying something, my friend.
Oh, I was questioning about your hand, my friend.
My... say again?
Your hand, my friend.
What appears to be wrong with my hand?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear you say anything about your hand.
He has a catnip juice drink. He's holding it.
Sorry.
But other than burning my hand a little bit with a soldering iron this earlier day, nothing is wrong.
No, I'm glad to hear. Earlier this night, actually, I met another synthetic.
Oh, really?
This keeps happening to me. This is, I think, the third time this has happened to me. A synthetic coming up to me and saying that they have no memories and that they wish to learn more.
Well, that seems to be rather the cliche.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Well, you do look robotic. Perhaps they find some kind of connection with you. I don't know.
Yes, perhaps.
Either way,
This one today actually was quite interesting. He was asking me how to be more human.
How to be more human? What an interesting question. It begs the question: what do you consider being human?
Yes, I
It was rather
thought about myself. And...
philosophical debate.
Yes. He seemed... what's a pleasant way to put this? Robotic, if that's a way. Very plain, no emotions, and when I questioned him about it, he said that the part in the systems that ran his emotions was damaged, and he lost them.
Perhaps he should go get them repaired.
So I told him that, so then he said that his creator, whoever they were, put a wall in front of his emotions, almost blocking them from being repaired.
Apologies, that is something I haven't seen before. Anyway, there was this wall.
Yes, like a firewall almost, like blocking his emotions from being repaired.
Well, whoever made him must have been rather high security. That or just plain stupid in their designs.
Yes,
I mean,
he said that never knew his creator.
Hmm.
So
Once again, that appears to be quite the cliché around here. Or around what I've heard, at least.
yes, very much. As I said earlier, this is the third time it's happened to me. It's very strange.
That's quite the theme, I must say.
Yes. Damaged synthetics with no memories. It's very strange.
Well, who knows? Oh, hello, scholars. Nice to meet you. Apologies. See you again.
Yes, sadly, you arrived just as I was thinking about leaving.
Well, if you decide to leave now, well, that is up to you.
Yes. As we're more individuals. Pardon me, I will say my goodbyes to who I can.
Well, it has been good to see you for even the brief amount of time. I look forward to our next conversation.
I can agree with that.
Excuse me, I must go trash this.
Oh, of course. Actually, before you go, I don't believe I've seen that drink here before. Is
Well,
that a new one at the bar?
you get it from the bar. Yes, it is in fact the top of the list. As a hybrid myself of my own persuasion, well, catnip is something I partake in, shall we say. I'm a hybrid cat, you see.
Yes. So since you are more feline, it affects you as well, my friend?
Indeed.
Quite
Is
interesting.
rather interesting indeed, yes. I would imagine the same thing happens to other Nekos, so I've been told that's what this is called. I'm not familiar with the term myself, but that's what I've been called.
Well, I might ask around and see if people like you like that term. I mean,
Well,
you never know, maybe it's an insult.
Perhaps it might be an insult. Either way, what's done is done. Right, so I'm going to go trash this and then go mingle, I believe.
Ah, yes.
I'm sure I will see you around, Graham.
Of course, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Graham. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Excuse me, I'm trying to reach the trash can.
My apology.
Good evening.
How are you feeling? I'm okay. Headache isn't very strong anymore. We had a lot of water. I'm glad.
Oh, are you gonna go do the magic trick in the back room again?
Ah, there's that curious impib. My goodness. Anyway, I believe it is time to stand up.
Sister, does that look like former entirety?
I'm still trying to recoup, but I'm good.
Got the dirt.
Excuse me, everyone that is currently here. No, we have plenty of tables and other space. Could you please disperse from this central area?
My apologies. I must go. I shall go upstairs.
Hang on.
Use the chains for
This is yet another rather interesting night here at the Purple Lotus, I must say. I'm very glad I decided to come again. Excuse me.
That's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Of course, you enjoy your night.
I always will. You too.
Some
Hi, how can I
rather...
help you?
Just mingling. There's some rather interesting individuals here tonight.
Yeah, there's always some wonderful characters walking around. All of them so sweet and kind. Except for the nasty ones here and there, but...
Well, those are few and far between, I would hope. I do have a question, though. What is... I heard something about a garden.
Yes, I believe you're talking about the Lotus Garden that happens a little bit earlier during the day. Our panda actually runs it.
The panda?
They usually happen, yeah, actually, that's the one who runs it. If you have any questions, I could go ahead and lead you to them.
They're big.
Well, they are a panda after all.
This is true. I tend to deal with things on my height or slightly above, like your height. So, he is rather tall, and therefore rather intimidating.
He's not that intimidating. He's as soft as a plushy bear, trust me. He's very sweet.
Well, he seems to be preoccupied anyway.
Oh, it's okay. I'm pretty sure he'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Here, will you wait right here for me?
Of course. Oh my, you are rather tall. I was told about a garden. I was wondering if I could get more information.
Okay, so basically, the garden just occurs like way earlier on than the
In the casino.
Yeah, so it would occur like what was it? So I Okay, so I think it's like depending on how you sleep. Like, I think it's like they said like if it's 3, well at the moment it's 2 p.m. EST. I think that's pretty much how it goes.
Mm-hmm. And is it similar to this?
Less busy, I'd say. Less busy because it's less busy and more Europeans.
Less busy for what? Excuse me?
Less busy than this place, and it's got a lot more Europeans.
Right. Well, I will have to check it out. If it is at all anything enjoyable like this.
Okay, so pretty much as it is, I think it's a bit more relaxed. There's no alcohol. We don't serve alcohol there, so that's nice. It is a cafe. So it's a cafe. So what else? What else can I say about it? Hey Adrian.
Hey, what's up, man?
What would you say about the cafe? Like, compared to here, like, what would you say about the cafe?
Yeah, I like the cafe pretty good as well. You like it?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty much just like, I don't know, I'm struggling to put it into words like how this place differs to the cafe or the cafes
The cafe's more relaxing, more tea and desserts.
So it would be rather tea and desserts rather than alcohol and dinner.
I mean, they have muffins. They don't really have dinner.
Well, no, dinner here, I mean.
Burgers, of course.
Regardless, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like
More of a cafe.
Precisely.
say like it might be more afternoon or afternoon.
Right.
That sort of thing, so...
Well, you may see me showing up there. In a different attire, of course, but...
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think one of the things is that, what is it?
Oh, hello, Sapphire.
This week, but next week is the next. Yeah, like what else it goes to the garden. So.
Alright.
I'm really sorry about what Dad did. He didn't mean to throw it at you. He wanted to throw it beside you.
Yeah, well, I mean.
He feels really bad.
Yeah, but still, right?
Apologies, I seem to have forgotten where the bathrooms are.
That's right there.
However,
Over where?
Behind the counter.
Behind the counter right there.
Right. I shall be back momentarily. How was your sandwich, Why? Okay. Who would have need for such a weapon? My goodness. Especially here as well. Maybe especially here. I'm not sure.
Excuse me.
We didn't think. You're right. But we still don't want to lose her. If there's any way to help her, we want to help.
That old adventurer of yours acted extremely foolishly. Especially the one with several essential.
Just walked by and said he was an archmage in trouble.
I had a run-in the lower part of Ventura, and some fellas decided that it'd be real nice to jump me in the street and take my stuff.
Hello again.
Yeah, nope. If I get popped, I come back in about 20
Don't worry, I've Theodore, but I've also forgotten your name, so no worries.
Kate.
Kate. It's nice to see you again, Kate.
See you too.
I'm just walking around, seeing who I can mingle with, and these individuals seemed rather interesting.
I have friends from 3 different things right now, and I don't know who to talk to.
You go where you want to, I would say.
I like all of them.
Well, there seems to be a lot of characters over there, and not too many over here. Of course, of course. Excuse me.
Are you the hero type?
Good evening.
So think about this. An explosion happens. Are you running towards the explosion or away from?
Did I cause it?
No, but say some of your most valued possessions are there.
I mean, I'll go there for my shit, yeah?
So? There's no reason you should go there, not even for the stuff. There's no explanation for that. There's no chemical that makes you go back for your stuff.
Are you being stalked?
Why would you risk your own life for someone else?
It's just Kana. She's being adorable.
I'm not entirely sure who Kana is, but if they are adorable, well, then they are adorable. They do seem to be adorable.
There's only one person.
Hello.
That I could easily say that I would risk my life for.
Interact with people.
I think you would do. Right?
Well, they are surely adorable, I must say.
That's my mother.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how to interject myself into conversations other than just to appear here. So,
You know that song,
Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be.
By giving her nose boobs. I'm unfamiliar with the concept. It is
You
something.
are very well dressed.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
The
Posh
only thing I know
accent.
is just
So we probably come from similar types of
I'm not
families.
half the man I used to be.
Excuse me? There are a lot of voices going on.
I said we probably come from similar kinds of families. You
Perhaps.
know, there are those who are up here and those who are down there. And we are over here.
Well, yes, but unfortunately the people who I've run into who are up here, as you say, are rather boring. Which is why I am here.
Oh.
You find us entertaining, do you?
Well, I haven't met you before, so...
Quite a lot. I was sent here by my father to get some experience outside of hell, whatever that means.
So you two are denizens of hell.
Well, yeah. One of the hells.
I feel like I should be more shocked than this, but I'm surprisingly okay with it. Considering I'm going there myself one day.
Well, hell is great. Oh, fantastic.
Oh yes.
You'd be surprised who makes it into heaven.
There are things that I have done that I do not feel comfortable saying here.
Well, make sure you bring a pass, because you won't be able to leave without it.
Who says I would like to leave hell once I'm there?
Oh, fantastic. A permanent resident. We love those.
We love permanent residents.
Absolutely.
But I have a life to live before I get there. Unless I get shot, which is very likely in the city. So I've been told.
Well, you better look after that seat.
Well, unfortunately it's not red, it is white, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't catch you.
We worked together before.
Hello, Phil. My name is Theodore. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I only heard the word harpoon, so that is what I'm going to call you. Hello, Harpoon.
It's Halen Harpoon.
Halen Harpoon. Excellent.
Yes.
I am the crown.
Used to be a submarine captain.
You used to be a submarine captain. Well, that is quite interesting. And you?
Yes.
I used to be able to go wherever I wanted and buy whatever clothes I wanted, and now I have to come to Sephora City.
So you used to buy whatever you wanted, and you decided to go with pink and what and yellow stars.
You don't like it? Perfect for hell. Very unusual.
Apologies, I am.
Pink, blue, and yellow go amazing together.
I'm a craftsman of fine metals and electronics, and most importantly, jewelry. So I have an eye for design, and it's rather
Well, the fashion here is
interesting.
different.
Well, I must say it certainly is different, and I'm rather looking forward to experimenting. I must say.
What do you think of my outfit?
Your outfit is, out of this world, shall we say.
Thank you. I'm quite fabulous, ain't I?
You must have a problem with thieves.
Well, considering it's up in my studio and where I do my business is up in the upper levels of the city, so the security is rather tight.
One of those corpses I hear about?
No, actually I run my own business.
Good. There's a lot of people down here who don't like corpse.
I would imagine so, considering it's hell, and most of the people who are down there got screwed over. At least that's what I would imagine.
Well, some of us are born and bred in hell.
Would that be you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And who might you be?
I'm not sure how they know me, actually. You know,
Echo?
I've known her since
Hello,
she was a
Echo.
kid, but I was a human.
As you've probably heard, my name is Theodore. It is nice to meet you.
I'll probably forget it, but nice to meet you too.
Perhaps you should write it down.
Yes, like
And he has a pen on me.
Take a sticky note and put it to your forehead. There you
Listen,
go.
if I had a fucking name on my arm for every name that I'm supposed to remember and eventually forget,
You wouldn't have any more clear skin to put names. Either way, you seem rather.
Would be sick tattoos.
Is that a crown?
Stretching.
I have enough of those.
No. No.
Some sort of a tiara there. Well, it looks rather good on you, especially with the beanie. My hair is rather a bit too. My hair is rather a bit too fluffy for hats currently. But
Do you not have a problem with the ears?
generally it goes in between the ears, or it goes over the ears. Like hoods.
Okay.
For when I go casual, which isn't often. But when I'm in the studio, it's either I have a hood on or, well,
Casual.
something else entirely.
Huh.
This is my hair. Do you like it?
That's your hair. I thought it was a hat or ears.
Yes. No. It's my hair.
Well, it's rather interesting.
He uses a lot of shampoo.
A lot of shampoo. Ah.
I'm gonna be leaving now.
Oh, farewell.
Shire and
It won't be
Nico.
up.
Sorry,
It won't be up right away.
I apologize for our last interaction. I did not mean to come off as I did.
Oh, okay. That's really really good, I guess. I don't know. I just had coffee and I can't focus too well.
Perhaps you should
It was really,
leave.
really good, and
Yeah, that's our
that's what we're
plan.
doing. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
Sam
that's
the
our plan.
ball-looking droid?
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I'd say goodbye to you and then say goodbye to my new friend.
Farewell, Shire.
And then say goodbye to you. And it was nice to see you.
Good to see you again.
Become better friends.
Of
I'll
course.
see you again later. I don't know. I don't see Sam anywhere. I think he might have left.
Which one was Sam?
Or the fuck's got him. He was
Sam
the,
was the robot that looked like a
robot that I
ball.
was playing tag with. He was the robot I was playing tag with.
He
That I
was
chased
back up
around.
there.
Oh, dang. Well, I don't think I should work next time, so I'm gonna leave.
Either way. What sort of metals are there down in hell that are good to work with, to make things out of?
I don't know. Fiery ones, hot ones.
Brimstone, perhaps.
Not really. I'm sure there's brimstone. Wasn't any of my business. I didn't have to do anything, and now I have to look after myself. All of a sudden.
What happened?
Oh, you buy one too many outfits on your father's card, and all of a sudden you're cut off.
Well, that would be. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Your dad seems rather like a prude.
Meet my friend Shambles.
Well, who's Shambles?
Oh, you are very tall.
He's a sweetheart.
Yes, but he is tall.
He's gonna give you a head pat.
Is he rather well known around here? Hello, Shambles.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Yes. You're such a sweetheart. I love you.
rather gentle. Surprisingly, considering the size.
Well, they wouldn't know who
He got me a sparring match with a knight and gave the knight quite a thrashing.
My goodness. Perhaps
Nice one, Shambles.
perhaps Shambles can. Shambles can vines or something for defense. Not sure.
Well, the final thing that got me kicked out of hell was my father has a large mansion. He's in the manor. There are all sorts of doors. I don't like closed doors. I like to open doors, and you know.
Did you open all of the doors?
Open. Well, I started to open all the doors, and then you open the wrong door, and all of a sudden, now you have to go to Sephora City.
Right. See, that is a.
I'm good at opening things.
I mean, that's a lesson, I suppose. Some things are better left unsaid, or perhaps unopened.
But on the other hand, opening everything, that's also a good idea.
Well, I can't deny you there. Apologies, my legs are.
Jeweler, you wouldn't want anyone opening your vault.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
Jewelry. It would be fun. Where did you say your place was?
Up on the... I don't think I should tell you.
I'm not going to steal anything.
Perhaps I shall see you later this evening.
Perhaps.
Apologies, my legs are getting rather tired. I'm going to take a rest for a moment.
Okay, it was nice to meet you, Theodore.
It's good to meet you as well, Phil. I'm sure we will be seeing more of each other.
I'm sure.
Perhaps tonight, who knows?
Take care.
He's rather tall. Hmm.
Well, being that big and large and be out of the trees, you assume, you know, he would pack quite a punch.
Right. Oh yes. Probably like a giant
Huh?
I know people who have been on the receiving end of one of his blows and they do not appreciate it.
I would assume so, yes.
I took quite a hardy dwarf to
He's actually immortal. Or
just walk off
she
like that.
is immortal as well, like you.
Mhm.
But seems a lot more.
There's one problem being big though, and that is the knees. So.
Hey, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Only takes a few good extracts.
But you gotta make sure you're not there when they're falling.
Exactly. All it takes is a good tips supposedly. All it takes is a few good whacks to the knee to cause it to come tumbling down. And once they're on the ground, you're pretty much helpless. I've killed a few giants that way.
I got you, Davi.
Well, I mean, a good bullet can kill anything.
I don't have any creatures like him. So it'd be a bit
Hmm.
different. But I think the same principle would apply.
After all, his legs and arms do seem humanoid in nature, so theoretically they should look the same way, possibly.
I mean, I've heard people say he's got a number of things.
Whatever your duty
One
lies.
person said he's sort of tree end. Another person said he's sort of
Right,
fake.
full armor.
I'm not quite sure.
I've
heard crumbling mounds. Say.
That's been my guess. From at least his diet of lightning.
Yeah, I know, but anyone would wake up from that. You give a drunk guy pour water over their head, they're gonna immediately notice.
You would be surprised about that one.
Yes, I think it might be.
Hello.
It's just like if one must be sacrificed to a flux to make an appearance.
think that's how it works.
To call upon the great lord
Immediately.
of the big
Not
nose.
even a pause. He immediately walked in as the Flux. They were looking. He flexed an employee to show up.
Oh god, like, you think it's just like at random that someone is chosen, or like that Smiley, that someone
I'm too afraid to
Flex
ask.
chooses someone specifically?
I'm too afraid to ask.
You know, in my experience, one should not talk about the Flux.
Oh, I always talk about the Flux, my mortal enemy.
Oh yeah, we always talk about
Oh, anytime I talk about the Flux, well, you know.
I'm very resistant to the Flux. It has two attacks that work though. One's make you deaf. No one is resistant.
The ones that make you deaf, no one survives that one. It always.
And the other one, regardless of where you are, just immediately takes you. There's no stopping it.
I've seen many people go
Ones with
poof.
a gradual attack I'm quite resistant to. I can't take it.
You gotta teach me how you do that, Arcana.
Good evening. I was struck with an interest from this fellow over here. I wonder how he works.
Yes, well, my name is Sam. It stands for Super Awesome Machine. What's your name?
My name is Theodore. I am a craftsman of fine metals, electronics, and jewelry. Which is why I was wondering how he worked. I work on smaller electronic components. I'm curious about all since, honestly.
Interesting. Out of all the blacksmiths I've seen and met that run around this place, I've yet to meet a jeweler.
Really? This one seems rather energetic.
Ah, Theodore.
Would you like me to stop?
No worries. Hello, Graham. How are you?
It seems you've met other people that I've become acquainted with.
Ah, yes. Graham. Forgive me, I've already forgotten your name. Something around spam?
Really? Oh, Sam.
Sam.
All right.
And I don't think I caught yours.
Are you familiar with Graham, luckily?
Yes, of course.
I don't
Meeting friends. It's really interesting.
Precisely. I haven't caught your name, though. Rather mysterious get-up.
I didn't say. Specifically, I didn't say, so you can also say I didn't. Though most people call me Silver, some people call me Toaster, somebody calls me Pizza. Somebody calls me Belt, somebody calls me Purple, and somebody calls me Kangaroo.
Someone calls you Toaster.
Yes,
Why would they call you Toaster?
because they didn't like the way my voice sounded at the time.
Well, one can only upgrade your voice module so many times, am I right? Oh, I'm sorry, do you not have one of those?
I used to. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. There are a lot of voices in here.
I used to. Don't
You,
think.
you used to. What happened to it? Well, that's a valuable piece of equipment. Oh, you had your voice restored. Ah, I see.
Along with my eyes and my leg.
Your eyes. Well, your eyes are covered by glasses.
I was once afflicted with curse
Oh my, that does not sound pleasant.
No, listen, they had to do very invasive surgery in order to install prosthetic eyes.
You know, I do make prosthetic eyes, but I'm more familiar with motherboards and flatter components. Essentially what makes up him. And probably some of Graham.
A mask, apparently, from what people have told me, and referenced when they attempted to lift it off my face, only to realize they had plucked out my eyes.
Well, that would be unfortunate if that were the case.
It was quite unpleasant. It happened 3 times in the span of a week.
My goodness. You know, some people here are just rude. However, more often than not, I've found that they are rather able to be ignored. At least for me.
That's true. Every person I've encountered so far, I just kind of turned my systems off at a certain point while they were interacting, so...
If they had tried again, while I had a eye, I will assure you, it would not have turned out well.
Well, I'm sure it wouldn't, but I don't think there's violence allowed here at the casino.
If they had plucked my eyes out, at the very least, they would end up with quite a nasty bruise on their arm.
Fair enough. The surprise is the arm, not the face. Perhaps nose realignment.
The eye, and I could still see, then you know.
Yes. Seems to be a lot.
More self-defense at that point as well.
Yes.
Precisely. Ah, there's that pickle again. I've seen a walking pickle around. I don't know if it's just been me. Oh, it has a name. Pickle Jim. My goodness. Sorry, did you say catnip?
Establishment. It is alcohol, I believe, mixed with silverfine.
Well, yes, I know. I'm very familiar with catnip. You see the ears and the tail.
I think you'd want to stay away from it, considering its properties.
There's a lot of yelling going on. What did you say?
I think that you'd want to stay away from it, considering its properties.
Well, quite the contrary. I've had it before here. Well, when you've done the things I've done and regret them as I do, well, some of them. I regret some of them, not all of them, some of them. You do tend to experiment a bit. You don't need to worry about it.
I think I'm gonna make one last pass around before I head in for the night.
Excellent.
Actually, I wanted to ask you a question.
I believe I will also make one more pass around. Hmm?
You seem quite informed.
Oh, you said that you were curious about me. Did you want to take a look around or anything before?
Of course. If you would, I've just heard some synthetics consider it rude.
Oh, I have no issue with it as long as you don't go poking around inside or anything, as they say. But a look is fine.
Well, let's take a look here. If only I had my magnifying glass here. Very fine pneumatics. Whoever made you knew what they were doing.
I would hope so.
Fine motors, very nice.
This chassis in a scrapyard.
Ah, scrap. Well, that would explain the disheveled appearance. Perhaps you should fix that. I'm sure you have the credits if you're here.
I guess I didn't actually think about that.
I mean, if you have the credits to...
My second chassis.
if you have the credits to be here of all places, maybe I'm sure you have enough to repair yourself. Or at least clean yourself up.
Yeah, I didn't actually think about that. You see, I'm in walking distance of this location, so luckily I don't have to go far. But my friend Ethan does all my repairs and everything for me, so I guess I just never really brought it up with them.
Right. Well, perhaps look into that. You know, I do have a client of mine called Raylan. He's the CEO and sole proprietor of one Raylan Robotics. Perhaps you should look in with them.
Are they a frequent of this location?
Perhaps they've been around. My goodness, he's rather tall. I will never get used to that. Hello there, Shambles. I'm rather hesitant around things taller than me. Well, taller as in that tall. You're taller than me, and I'm fine with you.
Oh, I was about to question. That's good to know. I was also very worried at first too. They're very intimidating, but they're probably one of the kindest people here. So
I'm sure they are. Well, either way, I will be looking around once more, but continue on with what you were saying.
Oh, I meant to. My train of thought was lost earlier. The person you mentioned is frequent to the location. If so, what do they look like so I could look out for them?
Well, I'm not entirely sure myself. That we sort of communicate over telecommunications, you would say, like a phone. I haven't seen them myself. I heard they don't really get out of the studio all that much, like myself. But like even more so. You see, I'm smaller in stature for more than one reason.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it, but I don't take care of myself all that much. I have more important business to be taken care of than this body that can be replaced.
Oh, is that true?
Well, this body has not been replaced yet, but if it ever does begin to fail on me, I can replace it, yes. I do have that much money.
Are you synthetic yourself in that way, or?
Well, no, I wouldn't call myself a synthetic, but I have enhanced audio and optical and, well, my skin's grey. So it's sort of an enhanced layer of skin.
Oh, I see.
Certainly helps.
I'll be honest, I didn't even think anything of it. I've seen so many, for lack of a better word, colorful folk that I don't even ask questions anymore.
That's understandable, Sam. Honestly, not many people ask, and that's entirely fine with me.
Oh, well, hopefully I didn't intrude or was rude or anything when I asked.
Not at all. Trust me, people who are rude to me generally don't live to see another sunrise. Excuse me, they don't see. I should have worded that more appropriately. You get my meaning.
I do, and I will do everything in my power to stay on your good side in that case.
Not to worry. You are very interesting to me, so you have nothing to worry about. As does everyone in this establishment. Rather interesting.
Yes, I'm very young, you see, and this was my first interaction with anything really, and it's been quite a ride, as the saying goes.
Yes, quite. Either way.
Don't let me keep you or anything. I know you said you wanted to make rounds, so.
Not to worry. Hello, Kate. How are you? Seems that you two are preoccupied. I shall take my leave. I'm going to go mingle.
Alright.
Good evening. Good evening.
So maybe avoid that for now.
I'm not allowed to go into the weight room. It's a staff room, yes?
No, no, the white room. What's that?
I'm not entirely sure. That's from the TV
I
person.
swear that was fucking. It's just a burning memory.
Either way, farewell. Good evening. Hello again. Ah.
You should come visit. We can arrange
But mad to live that long without any proper fight.
I'm sure it should be no problem for someone like you.
Hello again, Theodore.
Theodore. Hello, Echo.
I'm very bad with names. This is an accomplishment.
Not to worry. There's a lot of people here. And how are you doing? Good evening.
I'm okay.
I was about to take my leave, as my legs are about to fall off, as it feels like.
Oh.
It feels like. That's not actually going to happen. It feels like it.
Oh, okay.
Should clarify.
That would be top tier entertainment. Just kind of sitting there and then all of a sudden.
That would be rather humorous, I must say.
Then very inconvenient on how to get out.
I would find that I'd have to crawl.
Or use your legs as your arms.
That would.
It's good to meet you too.
Then just kind of like tie your legs to a piece of rope, put it in your mouth, and just.
Is that something you've seen before?
In a cartoon once, yes.
Of course, of course.
And my last boyfriend. I mean, what?
I would hate to be on that bad side of him.
I can do it. Yeah.
Echo has anger management issues.
Perhaps.
No,
Maybe just
I
anger
don't know what you're referring to.
Okay.
I'm much. Let me say it this way. I'm much better than I used to be.
Right.
Since my sensei taught me lessons. Basically, he was much better at fighting than I was, and if I even tried anything, he beat the shit out of me. It's a hell of an anger management class.
I'm sure it is.
I like the sound of that.
Well, you see, the good type of anger is the type that you can use to quell one's enemies, not rage against the machine.
Well, in this case, the only time I actually get angry enough is if someone actually like hurts someone close to me, or says something about the people close.
Ah, yes, protective anger. That is another good type of anger.
It didn't used to be like that. No, I used to try to rip people's throat out on a weekly basis.
Well, you used to be a. Remind me. What did you used to be?
Oh, we never really talked about it. I used to be Yakuza.
I used to be Yakuza. Very interesting. I could maybe use you.
Our clan ran the port, so it was more of a pirate than Yakuza, but still part of a Yakuza clan.
You don't seem to be missing any fingers.
I never betrayed my clan. I left on good terms. My master didn't. They took his finger and his eyes.
Well, as I said previously, it's time I take my leave. It was a pleasure to see familiar faces and new faces, and Farewell and good evening. You will see me around here again, I'm sure.
Well, if you're ever interested, tomorrow and pretty much every Sunday they have the onsen.
They have the what now?
Japanese bathhouse.
Right. Around the same time then?
Around the same time, yeah.
Hmm.
It's at the Kitsune onsen, I think it's called.
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise preoccupied. But I would love to, but I am otherwise preoccupied.
They told us to go into the green room. If you ever want to, you can come visit the Cyber Love Cafe. I just got a job there, part-time.
And how may I go there?
Yes, come with us. I think you can go from here somewhere, just outside, maybe somewhere we'll take you.
Is there a time frame I should look into?
Where's my manager?
Either way, I shall... One moment?
Let
Okay.
me find my manager. Yeah, 1 minute.
And then there were two. It's when the casino opens. Hour before. Right. Well, perhaps I will check it out. If it's on Fridays, I'm otherwise preoccupied, and on Sundays, I'm also preoccupied.
From my experience, the opening of the cafe is very sporadic.
Well, I'll be sure to check it out if it ever correlates with the schedule.
I have no idea where my manager went, but I don't know, just drop by, see when it's open. You work there, don't you? Do you know the opening time for the theater?
Pardon me, I was attacked by the flux, and I am continuing to be assaulted. I'm continuing to get assaulted by the flux. Perhaps it is time I must go.
Yes, the cafe is normally open before the Purple Lotus, so you come early, perhaps?
Maybe. And I'll maybe see you there as well. Farewell, you two. Good evening.
Perhaps.
I'm good at shooting, that's for sure. Can help me. Resistant to such things. There's types like magic.
I don't know what Kane calls it. It's like a fairy line of death or something. Thank you.
What will you have, Sir Duffy? I'll buy
would be
one for
16.
both.
I
choose you.
You've chosen me. Thank you. I've got a ticket for a cloak.
Okay, then there you go.
I can get you that close.
You did not know that, so now I know. Okay.
Good evening.
But to tell you in the future, you go to that window.
Apologies. Thank you.
And
Good
now
evening.
I choose you.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, guys. Legs hurt.
I'm just letting everything load and process right now.
I've got safety settings on maximum, so that does tend to help. I don't know if you're looking for my opinion, but yes, I think they're good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Safety settings. Icons, avatar, voice, and custom animation. Sure.
Alright. Yeah, it's time to end the stream and get some rest. See you guys later. Have fun.
Take care.
Bye.
I at least had shaders on, so that way I don't.
Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking around. Why? It is much appreciated. It's a good time. It's a good time at the Lotus. Especially when I get to roleplay, which is pretty fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I shall see you guys in the next stream. Night-night, guys. Bye-bye.